Good evening, friends. Welcome. It's a beautiful Sunday night, and we're here to play a beautiful game by the name of Sweetlands. Sweetlands. Yep, another one of those games that just sort of passed me by in the crowdfunding. I've really got to take a closer look at the crowdfunding. I think sometimes I just write things off a little bit too quickly. And this one I don't even remember seeing, so I definitely think it falls into that category. It's a heavy euro, and reminds me a little bit of Terraforming Mars, which is cool, but with a theme that is delightful and delectable. Let's go and read the story of the game, actually, before I get into explaining. And I did actually do a little Big Deno Learns, which is a stupid title for something that I've done just for my members of the channel, where I basically learnt how to play this game in a video. And I've already played a practice game, so it wasn't complete rubbish. But yeah, Big Deno Learns. So we've got plays, we've got paints, now we've got learns. But here's the story. Welcome to the county of confectionery, another country. Sweetlands. King Sugar Syrup, renowned for his insatiable love of sweets, has fallen gravely ill from his overindulgence. If his condition does not improve soon, the kingdom may find itself without a leader, teetering on the brink of chaos. In his desperation, the king has declared a grand examination to find the most worthy heir to the throne. And now you, possessing the qualifications for royal succession, have been summoned to take part in this momentous trial. Your task is to transform the given land into the most prosperous realm within the time limit. Okay, so that's the story. What is cool about this game, and there's many things that are cool about this game, but here is the vast and expansive toys that we're playing with. All of the little buildings are like crazy. I'll zoom in on this one. Are crazy little. We've got a milk carton for this building. We've got little cookie bunnies that you place out. Little cookie bunnies. This is called a brownie building. This is called a cheese puff house. No, this is called a something puff house. Marshmallow puff or something. Pretty crazy. Hang on, I'm going to find out the exact name of it just so I know. It's called a cream puff house. And then these are cheese tents. And then these are little coffee house things. So, and we've got an ice cream clock tower. All of these cool little buildings that we can build. And what we're going to do is we're going to move up income tracks, collect resources, use those resources to build buildings on our map and expand our map out as well. One of the great things about the game is the way scoring works, and hello to you, Tom. I'm looking forward to watching you buy a copy. There are 6 tracks that we can move up on, and those 6 tracks are actually what determines our end game scoring. So if we move up this first orange track, we'll score points for tiles that we've placed on the board. If we move up this one, we actually score points for the little cookie rabbits that we've played, which is lovely, lovely little cookie rabbits. This one's number of road tokens. I'll probably call them bridges because they look like little bridges to me, not roads, but actually they look like telephones. For people that are of my age and older, they look like little telephone tokens. This one is for every building that you've built. G'day and parting. This is for cards that you've automated, which goes down here, and we'll probably struggle to get that on camera. And this is for industry points that you have scored throughout the game. So we decide how we score those things, and so that's part of the cycle and the challenge of this game, is trying to work out when to take movement up these tracks and when to take something slightly different, which I will talk about over here when we get to it. So the first thing that we are going to do, this board here, and I'm pretty sure I've got a zoom on that. Well done, Deno. This is a board of actions that we can take. Now, each of those actions are marked with a little action disc, And if you are the first person to take an action, you only need to discard one of your cards from your hand. But if someone has already taken it, and that will happen in this solo version, and you want to use one that's already been used, you have to discard 2 cards from your hand. So that's how all the action spaces work. More will be revealed in turn 2 and then 3. We play 5 rounds in total, and that's it. There are a number of free actions available on any given turn as well, which are listed up here. I may have a zoom for those. I do, there you go. So we've got basically ways to get resources or money. Duranda! Duranda! I don't know what that means. Cool. So we've got all of these actions available. Some of them will place tiles, some of them will place road tokens. This action will do both. This will move up a track down here I'll talk about. This will allow us to place buildings. This allows us to place out a cookie rabbit token. This allows us to move up our industry track. So let's zoom in on this board and we'll talk about what's happening on this board. So first of all, we've got our income tracks, pretty familiar. And again, if you've played Terraforming Mars, they'll look very familiar. I wonder if that helps the light maybe a little. So yeah, so this at the moment, we currently have an income generation of 12 gold. So we'll generate that in a second. This is our storage. Whites are 1, pinks are 5, and blues are worth 10. The cost to make the buildings is listed here. The reward for building the buildings is listed underneath. And we have 2 tracks on this board that we can, hello Dom, that we can travel up. So this one's the industry track, and we actually have 2 things that can move up this track. The first is our horse and carriage. We can also have a train. We have to unlock the train, which we unlock from here. But this guy starts here, and when he moves up a track, if it's an orange space, he'll gain the reward. If he moves onto a green space, he doesn't get the reward. So when he reaches this little thing, this milk thing, he can't move any further. So we need to remove the milk from the board and build it on our board. Vibe, this is a game about building out a land of sweets and chocolates, spending resources to do so, and inviting wonderful citizen cards to our map. So I'll explain more as we progress in the game, but let's look at this little section here. So this is our board that we're playing on a B side, so this is an asymmetric side. And these 2 tiles here are our capital tiles. So we can actually build on those right now on our capital, which is excellent. If you cover over a reward, you'll gain that reward. But there is a couple of things that we need to achieve on this board. The first is reach these. So these are ports. We need to be able to send our delicious treats out to other nations. So we need to build tiles connecting these ports to our capital. If we don't, at the end of the game, have all 4 connected, we will actually lose points. Then we will also be trying to reach these little spaces. So these 2 spaces are extra draw spaces. So if you build a road and a tile next to this space, then you will unlock an extra draw at the start of each round. We have an income each round of 5 citizen cards, which are these ones. However, if you have unlocked these, you'll gain additional citizen cards, which is nice. This symbol is obviously build a road. This symbol is the industry something. I can't remember the exact name of it. Let's look on the back. The back of the book has all of the symbols, which has actually been very helpful whilst I've been learning this game. So that's called the agricultural industry bonus, or yeah, whatever it is. So there's a few other things. We have to choose a starting round bonus, which is here. We will also have to select some of these tiles during the game, bonus tiles. And generally, we are trying to score points. Now, my best game so far has been about 150. And the book says, and I quote, solo. If your final score exceeds 250 victory points, you'll be recognised as an expert patissier with a promising future as a king. If you surpass 300, your name will go down. I have been lucky to get to 150. So I'm absolutely flabbergasted that people are scoring over 200 in this game. I'm excited to try. We're going to try for it tonight, and it's very likely that I'll be playing 2 games of this because it is a banger. So, in the very first round, we're going to deal ourselves out 6 of these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I will show those cards off right now. 150 I hope is a good one, but yeah. So I love the names of these little guys. So this is Cody Crumb Cake. $5. Ooh, for 2 wood generation. That's actually really a good, nice one to get early. I'm a fan of that. Gabriella Gatol. Get a city point, okay. Pretty interesting. Jody Jubilee. Oh, that's tremendous. Jody, you saucy minx. Felicia Fig. A bridge and a grey tile. Pretty nice, Felicia. Bar Felicia. Jonathan Jelly. Jonathan is a absolute rapscallion of a character. And Tristan Truffle. I couldn't tell you what the strongest card is, but what I can tell you is how many cards there are in this game. I've sleeved them, so this is exacerbated, but that's not even it. That is the number of citizen cards that exist in this game. It is a lot. So, so that's quite fun. We will have plenty of variability in this game. All right, I think we're ready to commence. So in reverse turn order in the normal game, but in this game for us right now, we get to select one of these rows on here to gain the reward of. We're this little brown colour, which I'm assuming is meant to represent chocolate. So I could choose, for example, to take this one here, and that would allow me to place out a tile and place out a road in the income phase of the game, which is right now. Alternatively, I could take this one, which will get me a wood income and 2 gold income in the very first turn. Also, pretty ridiculous. This one's a very promising one, but I think we'll save that for a turn a little bit later on. That allows us to take a card from this deck, which is huge. And when we pay for those cards, they are 3 cost less. So, oh, that is tempting actually. That's really tempting. Is that going to let me play like 3 cards? Oh. It's an interesting decision. Okay, let's do our solo stuff first. So when you play the solo game, you deal yourself out 1 A tile and 1 B tile, and what that does is that places out markers on the board in spaces that we can't use. 6 wood for roads. 3 things for milk. So we can use them, sorry, but to use these action spaces, as I said, costs us 2 people. So we're probably unlikely to do that at this stage. So we now do our selection up here. I am really tempted by that card thing. So let's think about this. I'd really like to try and do well this game because I've been enjoying it. So Jonathan Jelly costs $12. We're going to have a total of 10 plus 12 plus 6. We're going to have $18 to spend. So right now I can definitely buy those 2, right? And those are the 2 that I would like to buy. Pretty great. However, if I was also to go for this option that allows me to buy the cards for 3 less, there's a possibility that we can play all 3 of those. So 9 and 9 is 18, and then I need to find 3 more dollars, which I can. And that's going to result in a net 4 wheat generation, 2 wood generation, 2 ore generation, and 1 gold generation. And that's really a very strong start for income that I would like to consider. The other option is we take 1 wood and 2 coins right now, which is pretty good. This one also will gain us another action though. And we have, no, I'm going to do it. We're going to take the Jody Jubilee. How crazy is it? I love the names. Yeah, so let's take that. So we're now going to go on to the income part of the phase. So we've selected this. So during the income, and I've got my little round tracker thing here to remind me, the first thing we do is you grab your round aid tile. So we're going to take another card into our hand. It's Quincy Quench. Quincy. And that's all we get from that. From her, from Coral Lila, who's our little character that we're playing, she also has an income. And her income ability is advance 2 spaces on the prosperity tracks of the colour with the least progress. Okay, so that means that I can advance 2 spaces on any track because we're in round 1. They also have bonuses on the bottom rows. So I'm thinking that I would like to focus on this green track, and that'll get me 2 wood generation. Wood is how we build roads and also how we build buildings. So let's do that. So we're going to advance up that track 2 spaces. That's going to gain us a wood generation. And you do actually do this first before you move on to the income tracks. So you do actually do the order, which is up here first, then your character board, and now we do our income tracks. So I'm going to gain 12 gold. I'm going to gain 0 wheat. I'm going to gain 1 wood. And I'm going to gain no ore. And we're good to go. So now we're going to play some cards as we just discussed around things. But let's think about any other actions we want to do first. Okay. So I can build out 2 buildings because I have wooden ore. I want to place out 3 tiles because I have that. However, I could use this, which is place out 3 tiles and 3 bridges. And so if I just place the 3 tiles, I can place out these 3 tiles here, and then I can build a bridge between them. And again, you'll start to see why this is a very challenging game to wrap your head around. Felicia Fig, Gabriella Gatto, Tristan Truffle. Okay, so we definitely want Cody Crumb as our... There are 5 rounds in this game, yes. So I think Cody Crumb is the one that we would like to engineer. So let's do that. And then I think we go for Jonathan Jelly as the one we... Yep, okay. So let's do this way. So we're actually going to discard a card, first of all. And it's going to be Gabriella Gatto. So we're discarding her. And we're going to place out an action disc on an action space. It's going to be this one, which is I can take 2 cards. 1, 2. Tremendous. How good's that? Now, I'm going to... Victor Velvet Cake, 3 wood. Oh, Jacob Ginger Snap. 1 wheat, 1 tile. If you have a cake, it's another tile. I can't handle this pressure. It's already very early and I'm already excited about these cards. Alright, so I do have to discard cards anytime I want to take an action on the board. So I'm going to discard another card and I'm going to take an action on the board, which is place out 3 of these tiles. So that's going to cost me 6 wheat. So I'll spend my 6 wheat, and then we get to zoom in here. These tiles start on the board face down. 1, 2, 3. The direction that they're facing in doesn't matter for the moment. So when you cover this icon, however, you can make a bridge. Bridges have to start, or roads have to start from here. So my first road, if I went like that instead, that might work better so I can get to this. Yep. So I'm going to go right there and place this bridge. Now, anytime a bridge is adjacent to one of these tiles get flipped. And what you score on those tiles is either a movement up a track or an income. So I'm going to take 2 wheat income from those 2 tiles. I could move up this orange track here twice and get 1 wheat income and start scoring points for cookie rabbits at the end of the game, but I think we'll save those tracks for a little bit later on. So again, to repeat, that was 6 wheat to place out 3 tiles. I placed 3 tiles here. This one allowed me to build a road which went here. So I want to build some buildings now, because when you build a building, you actually get the reward that's on the tile that's flipped again. So we need to discard someone. Let's discard Tristan Truffle. On your Tristan. And we're going to place an action disc here on this build some buildings. So we can build 2 buildings. The cost of those buildings is whatever their cost is, and you get to place out 2. You have to place buildings on flipped tiles. You can't place them on unflipped tiles. So if we look down here, the buildings I've got available are cheese tent, one of these little bad boys, so I think we're going to build these 2. So the first one is a cream puff house. That's going to get us a wheat generation and an ore generation when we build the cream puff house. When we place the cream puff house, we can place it on any map space that has a thing. If I place it here, that's an any track or any victory points track that I can move up. But I am instead going to go up the ore track, 1 space. Then the second building I'm going to build is this cheese tent. I'm going to place it here. That's going to gain me another wheat generation to take me to 4, which is very nice. All right, so that's 2 buildings built. And the cost of that was 4 wood and 6 ore. Very nice. Now I do still have enough wood to maybe build 2 more buildings if I could get some 6 ore. I don't mind that actually, I don't mind that at all. So let's play some cards. Yep, so the first card I'm going to play is Cody Crumb Cake. So let's look at Cody Crumb Cake. Costs us 5 gold, however, because of the track we've taken up here, all of our cards are -3 cost in this first round. So it's 2 gold to play Cody. So when we play Cody, we immediately get 2 wood generation. So we're going to go up to 3 wood generation. We have 2 choices when you play a card. You can play it beside your board, and that's basically where it stays. It counts as having this tag, but you can also automate the card so that anytime you take an automation action, you gain the reward for that. That's 1 wood income every time I activate that automated ability. I get to activate that relatively easily from here. But the other option I've got is I could automate one of my other ones. To automate a card, you need to spend a diamond. I've only got 2 diamonds, so I need to be careful. You can automate only 1 card to begin with. However, as you build buildings, you get to automate more cards. So I've got to decide if I want that one or if I want something else. I definitely want Jonathan Jelly as his automated card. 5 flipped orange tiles. Seems pretty good. Jacob Ginger Snap. Maybe we'll go Jacob. Are we going to go Jacob? That might be a better automation. Oof. So I think I will, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to automate it and see if we can get out that early. So we've gained our 2 wood generation. So that's great. And we paid our 2 gold for that. Now, Victor, he's only going to cost us 4 gold. And he's going to get us 3 wood and a wood generation. And I think I might like that. To do both of these is 19 gold right now. So let's look at our other options that we have on the board. So if I was to take Felicia Fig and discard her, I can take this here. And basically what that does is it gets me an action disc, and I can use that action disc as a free action without having to discard cards. I'll double check that because this will be the first time I've ever used that action. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. H. Take 1 action disc. On subsequent turns, when you use an action space, will make the current hand cost 0 cards. Very nice. So what that means is I can do a build action, which would normally cost 2 cards, for 0. However, I do not have any ore. Yet. 1 wheat, 3. Yes, I've got to play Jonathan Jelly. Jonathan Jelly is 2 wheat production, taking me to 6. 1 wood production, taking me to 4. 1 gold production, taking me to 13. And we can automate him, but I think I'll hold on that. He costs us 9 gold to buy him. So when you buy him, he's just going to go over here, and I'll place these down the bottom. They have little icons on them, which you can see down here. Little cake icons. The names of all the icons are shortcake, tart, tiramisu, brownie, macaron, and wagashi. And those will all be referenced by other cards. As an example, here is this one. So if you have a shortcake icon in your board, you can also place out an orange tile if we were to play Jacob Ginger Snap, which we may be doing. Let me think about my next action very carefully. So I want to build this building here, but I'm better off building my brownie factory, my brownie building. Or am I better off building this? That's 2 wood and 3 ore. So another option that you have is discarding a card to gain resources. So yes, I think what we're going to do is we're going to play Victor Velvet Cake for $6, which comes down to 3. 1, 2, 3. And gains us 3 wood. Excellent. And also gains us another wood generation, taking us to 5. We get to keep one of these cards for the next round. So one of these is getting kept. That is so good. I need ore generation, I think. So I'm going to keep Jody. I'm going to discard Jacob Ginger Snap for 2 resources of any type. This is a free action. Discard a card, or an action disc for that matter, to take 2 resources of any type. So I'm going to discard that, and I'm going to take 2 ore. And then I am going to pay 4 gold rather, for 1 more ore. Why am I going to do that, you might say? Well, the answer is because I'm now going to use my action disc to build 2 more buildings. The first is going to be this brownie building, and that will generate me 2 diamonds. I may automate Jonathan actually. Yeah, let's automate Jonathan, just in case. So we've still got 2 diamonds. And the second one that I'm going to build, so that one costs 2 wood, 1, 2, and 3 ore, 1, 2, 3. The second one I'm going to build is actually my milk building. It only costs 1 ore, that first one, and 3 wood. So I've unlocked another 2 buildings. The reason this is very, very good is because I again get to place these out on my board. That will gain me a wheat generation and a generation of our choice, 1 wheat and 1 generation of our choice. I think we'll definitely take ore at this point. And we now have a city. So cities are 3 contiguous buildings of any type. Did I take my reward for that? I don't think I did, which is place out another tile. So I will do that. I'm going to place a water tile here. Cool. Yeah. Perfect. So that is our first round. We have 1 card left in hand, which is Jody Jubilee. And we have very limited resources, but we did generate some pretty good resources to start that turn. So we reach our end of round passing scoring. So the first thing we do is we score our character board. Now, when you've built your little ice cream clock tower, you will gain a reward for that, but we haven't built that yet, so we don't have anything from here. City points, they're scored here. So if you have 1 city, which is 3 or more buildings, so if we place another building here, that'll just be expanding that city. If we build on 3 separate tiles, that'll be a second city. But we score city points, so the city points are scored here. We have 3 different trackers, 1 for city points, 1 for industry points, and then 1 for actual victory points. City points are worth lots of points at the end of the game. So scoring a city point is good for the good guys. Let's do it. So that's city points. Industry points, we haven't moved up the track yet. If our little carriage had gotten past this, we would score an industry point, but it has not. The pass aid tile, we don't have any end of game scoring from there. We haven't got any skill tiles, and we don't have any citizen cards that we've played that will score us end game scoring. So that's it. We move on to the end of the round cleanup. So all these action discs go away. This flips into round 2, and we now have 2 more actions available. And we cannot choose this space again. Nice one, Deno. The little dummy player is going to take that one away from us and say, not today. Now, so this was part of my plan. We're going to take this one. We're going to place out 1 tile. It's going to be another one of these tiles. And it's going to go here. And I'm also going to immediately flip this because I am a champion, because we also get to place out a road. And that road is going to go here. So that's going to gain us 1 wheat generation and 2 gold generation, taking us to 15. Nice. Excellent. Now our income is we get to move up 2 on the lowest track. We're going to move up this grey track, and that's going to get us a ore generation. And now we do here. So we're going to take 15 gold. We're going to take 9 wood. 9 wheat. We're going to take 5 wood, and we're going to take 4 ore. And that's good. And then we're going to take 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've moved on to round 2. What is the dummy player taking from us this turn? She is taking the action disc and the 6 gold. No! I was going to take that gold this turn. And 6 wheat for 3 tiles. You suck. 4 wheat to move up the cooking track. Okay. Okay. All right. Wendy Walnut Whip's pretty tasty. Oh, Walter Wilderberry. Walter's an absolute champion. Look at him. 4 wood. You get to place out a green disc and 2 bridges, and then if you have a shortcake, which we do, you get to place out a second green disc. That might work for me. I think that might work for me a lot. But I can't play him at the moment, so he might be a next turn thing. What I can play, I've got these little cheap ones. So every time you play these cards, you've got to remember you're losing an action. So something to keep in mind. As my first action of the turn, by the way, I'm just going to discard that to go here. Anytime this action's available as a solo player, I just take it. I can just draw 2 cards and add them to my hand. Gary Granola on your Gaza. Okay. So, what are we going to do this turn? I would like to expand out a little bit more. And maybe we can go for this grey spaces. Placing out 3 discs and 3 bridges is an action we can take for 8 wood and 8 wheat. I like that. What I'd really like is to place out some more buildings. But I'd like to get more tiles out so that those buildings can be further away. We can spend 4 wheat to move up the cooking track, however we can't do that here. Okay, got 2 diamonds. So yeah, I want to build 2 buildings. I want to build these 2. And maybe I want to build this as well. Okay, interesting. So that's a lot of generation there. All right, what cards have we got that we're interested in? 3 gold and a grey tile for Gary Granola. Gold income generation for 12 bucks. This guy is wild. 1 wheat, 1 ore, and 1 gold generation, so we probably have to play that. Cora Cappuccino is 2 ore and move up the milk track once, and that's actually very tempting for me. Very tempting indeed. Because if I then move up there 1 more space, we get a bridge and a tile. Wendy Walnut Whip for 4 gets me 4 wood, and that will allow me to take that action, which is nice. So I think we'll get pretty close to affording all of those. That's 9, 13, that's 20, we've got 15. So I reckon we'll cover this space here and that gets us the 5 gold. Okay, so I'll probably keep Gary Granola maybe, the end of the round. So that gives me 3 actions. Unless we can take some more. But if I build here, so yeah, so I want to build this one. So that gets me a bonus tile. And the bonus tile that I can get is the resources one. So if I build these 2, and I can build that one, but I don't think we're going to have enough resources. Maybe. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to play Wendy Walnut Whip for 4 gold. That's our first action. Wendy is going to generate us 4 wood, and that's then going to allow us to discard Walter Wildberry to go to this space here. We're going to pay 8 wheat, 1, 2, and 8 wood, 1, 2. And we can now place out 3 tiles and 3 bridges. I like that action space a lot. So the first tile we're going to place out is this water tile. Gets us 5 gold. So we've got the money now to pay for everything that we wanted to. The second one we're going to place out is this wheat one. And the third one we're going to place out is this grey one, which is going to allow us to move up the industry track 1 space. So nothing else covered over, all good. Excellent, now we get to build 3 bridges. So the first bridge that I'm going to build is here. And the second bridge that I'm going to build is here, and that's actually going to flip both of these. So that's going to get me 2 more wheat, or 2 moving up that track. I'll take 2 wheat generation, so we're going to go to 10 wheat generation. Excellent. And that's good. So now, she's got 4 buildings. And that's only 2, so the next one's going to go here. And now, if I could get some more wood. Okay, so I'm going to spend $9 now to play Cora Cappuccino. So she gets me 2 ore, perfect, taking me to 6, and 1 moving up the industry track. So the 1 moving up the industry track is what I wanted there. We get another bridge and another tile. The tile we're going to take is this one here, and I'll place that here, and the bridge is going to go here, and that's going to flip this one, which is an ore generation, to 5, and flip this one, which is a money generation, to 7. Excellent. Now we want to build buildings. I can build 2 buildings here, which will get me close to a new city. So the only buildings I can build, oh, here we go. This is now an option that's on the table. Ooh, I like that. So I need 2 wood and 3 ore for that one. And then I need 3 wood and 3 ore for that one. So I just need to find 3 more wood. And I think we can do that. We can do that. Yes. All right, let's do this. So we're going to take this action here to build 2 buildings. I'm going to discard Monica, Maron Magic. And we're going to build 2 buildings. The first building I'm going to build is this one here. So this gets built on the board on the 2 gold space. So we go 1, 2, 19 to there. When we build this, which costs us this and this, we get 1 wheat, perfect. We get 1 gold generation, taking us to 20. And we also get to do this, which is 1 gold generation, 21, 1 wood generation, 26, because we have 5 flipped tiles. You can't quite see that, but maybe if I move it up, you'll be able to. Yeah, just barely. So that's the automation. So we've activated the automation by building this building. The second building we're going to build is this one. Costs us 3 and 3, but to do that, we need to discard a card, which will be Jody Jubilee, to get 2 wood and 3 ore. And we're going to build this cheese puff house. I'm going to build that here, which gets us an ore generation and gets us 1 of these tiles. So I think the tile that we want there, is it the 8 gold one or is it the resources one? Any resources is probably what we want, yeah. So we'll take the resources, boom. Actually, you know what? I think I'm actually going to take a different building. Is that 11? Yeah, instead of that one, I might take this little building here, because it is going to let me get a same result, but it's going to let me place out another tile and flip another tile with a road. So I think I will place out another grey tile. We'll place it here. And I'm going to use this tile, this road here, and flip this one to get another ore generation. And that will also allow us to build a building there. So we're up to 7 ore. Now if we look down here, we have some requirements to build this building. So the first is we need to have 4 buildings on the board. Successful. The second is we need to have gotten past the first marker on the industry track. We're not quite there yet. The third is we need to have a star. We don't have a star yet. You can get one from here, you can get one from here, or you can get one from here. It's probably going to be this one, but we'll see. And the third thing you need is to be moved up this track 4 spaces. We haven't moved on this track at all, but we are probably going to very shortly. Alright, the last decision I have to make. Do I play Ginny Ginger Gate to get 1 wheat, 1 ore and 1 gold generation for $7? Or do we instead... No, we play her. I can now automate her as well, which I will. And actually I'm going to do that before I built that building. I couldn't because I didn't have that space. So no, that's fine. So 1 wheat generation, 12, 1 ore generation, 8, 1 gold generation, 22. And that now slides in there. And that's it. Now we're allowed to have 2 automated cards here because we have this little +1 symbol on my board right there. Alright, that's the end of round 2. We still have our 1 card left over, which is Gary Granola. So let's go to the end of the round. Character board, we haven't unlocked anything from our character board. City points, we still only have 1 city, so we're going to go to 2 points. Industry points, we haven't quite reached that marker. The pass aid tile, nothing from that. We don't have skill tiles, we don't have citizen cards, so we'll move on to cleanup. That's round 2 over and done with. 3 rounds to go. So 2 more of these come out. Now I think what we're going to take this turn is this for wood generation and money generation. So we're going to go to 24 and 8 wood generation. We deal ourselves out 5 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 5 cards, I should say. We get to move up 2 tracks. The orange track, sorry. So we'll move up this orange track here, which will get us a wheat generation, taking us to 13 wheat generation. Basil Brownie, what a legend. Oh, the names are so good. Here we go. We've got Basil Brownie. Good on you, Basil. Maya Meringue. Ooh, Maya. Xavier Zabiglione. Oh. Philip Pumpkin. Phil. Stefan Strawberry Swirl. Oh, that one's a good one, actually. Do I have 2 of those symbols? Not yet. 1 cake and 2 of those pies, or tiramisu, you get to build a building. That's you don't have to pay for the building either, you just get to build it, so that's quite powerful. And good old Gary. Cool, so we've done our round 8 tiles, we've done our character board, our income tracks come now. So we're getting 24 gold. That's nice. We're getting 13 wheat. Take us to that. We're getting 9 wood. And we're getting 9 ore. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about our generation at the moment. Let's see what she's blocking us off. The first is the round disc and the diamonds. Okay, so I really like that action disc. And what is she blocking here? 6 wheat for tiles, 3 ore to move up the milk track. Alright. Money, money, money. So if we build a building, we get our next city. So I would like to get this tile this turn. 1, 2, 3, but I won't be able to flip it yet. Or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 is far better. Move up the track. Yeah, okay. Good. All right, I like this plan so far. So I need 11 wheat to move up the 2 tracks. Excellent. I'm just going to take my card action to get an extra card. Draw 2, and we're going to discard probably Phil. Oh, yeah, Xavier Zabiglione out of here. Too expensive. All right, the question is, which one of these tiles do I want? That cash one is my preference. Yeah, so if we take the cash one, so my goal this turn is to try and get a second city. Yep. So we need to build more buildings, which means we need more wood. Do I have any cards for wood here? I've got $31 to buy tiles with. That is crazy. That's Stefan Strawberry Swirl, Philip Pumpkin, Maya Meringue. There's some wood. Okay, so how many strawberry shortcakes have I got? I've got 4. That's going to be 5 free wood. Oof, that is tempting. Maya Meringue. Basil Brownies, just a nice little $7. Okay. Oh, Queen Cookie Crumble for $9. Oh, this is ridiculous. I want to use all of these. Wendy, for $14, places out 2 tiles. Gary places out 1 tile. Stefan, see, and if I play Gary, then Stefan becomes online as well. I can place out any building. Maybe that's the right option, actually. So I get a free building there. So if I play Gary and Stefan, I get to place out a tile, and I get to place out 2 bridges. I can get more money here. I think I'm going to be able to get more money. Yep. We're going to be able to get more money. Oh, there's so many good cards I want to play. Okay, well, I think I'm probably not playing Philip Pumpkin. So I'm going to use Philip Pumpkin for my first action, discard him, and we're going to use this action here to move up the food track 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Place out a tile, place out a bridge. The bridge is going to go here. The tile is going to go here. Then and that cost us 7 wheat. So 1, 2, 3 left over. Now I think we're going to go to this space, which is 8 wheat and 8 wood. And we're going to place out 3 tiles and 3 bridges. So let's just spend that now. 8 wheat, 8 wood. So we know where we're at. So 3 tiles and 3 bridges. So the first tile is going to be here. The second tile is going to be here. So that's now 4 bridges. And the last tile, yeah, we're going to take this one. And that's going to allow us to gain our industry bonus. So we get 1 wheat. We get 1 gold generation, then we get another gold generation, another wood generation, and another ore generation from our industry bonus, which is nice, very nice. The 4 road tokens, the first one's going to go here, the second one's going to go here, the third one's going to go here. We're going to flip this tile, which is going to gain me an ore generation, taking me to 10, and also gaining me my extra draw bonus, my first one. Oh, she's a great card. I don't have any brownies, any brownie cards. Oh, okay. And one more bridge, and we will go here to flip this tile and gain a wheat generation. So in the last round is when I'm going to try and go for these tracks, but we actually get some decent movement up the tracks anyway from our innate ability. Alright, now let's build some buildings, but to do that we need wood, and so we're going to play Maya Meringue as a green card. So she's going to cost us 15 gold, but we get to place out a bridge. Good work, Maya. And we get a wood generation. Good work, Maya, taking us to 10. And we get wood equal to the number of shortcakes we've got, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 wood, taking us to 6 wood, and that is what we need to build 2 more buildings, which I will. And I'll do that right now by discarding... Am I discarding Gary? Oh, Gary. No, I can't discard Gary. I reckon I'm discarding Wendy Waffle. No. Basil Brownie. I'm discarding Basil Brownie. We're going to build 2 buildings. It's going to cost us 6 wood and 6 ore to build these 2 buildings. But I will build those 2 buildings. 6 wood and 6 ore. The first building is going to go here. That's going to get us one of those bonus tiles and an ore generation. The next building is going to go here. That's going to get us an ore generation, and it's going to get us a movement up the milk track. Very nice. Very nice. So, when we build this one, we get to take a bonus tile. So now, with these bonus tiles, these are either once-off abilities or one-time use per turn abilities or end round scoring. So I'm going to take this one, which is getting me more resources. And so I'll flip that right now to get myself 1 wheat, 1 wood, and 1 ore. And then I'm going to spend 7 gold to buy Lola. 1, 2, 3. And Lola's going to go over here. We're not going to automate Lola just yet. She gets us 1 ore generation, and she also gets us 3 ore. And that will be relevant for us in a second. So we've got 9 gold right now. So I need to go here. That's one of my actions. And I need to go here. That's 2 of my actions. So who do I want to keep till next turn? I don't have... Oh, if I keep Gary... if I can play Gary Granola, I get 2 tiramisus. Oh, Stefan Swirl, you legend. No, it's not going to happen, so let's just play it safe, Deno. Let's keep Wendy. I'm going to discard Stefan to go here for an action, paying 5 ore to move up the milk track. 1, draw a card. 2, 3 spaces, 2 wheat generation. That's now 16, and 2 wood generation. That's now 12. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and we're now scoring an industry point. which means we're very close to unlocking our building, and we are actually about to do it right now, which is awesome. So I'm going to discard Polly Pavlova. Oh, am I? Oh no. Oh no. Polly's so good. Oh, Polly. Oh, Polly. I might keep Polly. I can play Queen Cookie Crumble right now. It's crazy not to play that. It's 2 ore generation, 1 gold generation, and you can automate it for more gold generation. It's crazy not to do that. Which means I'm discarding Gary and Wendy. Wendy's a free building though. Gary's even better. Can I find 3 gold? This is the question. I don't think I can. Alright, let's play it safe. I'm going to discard Wendy Waffle for 2 resources. The resources are going to be a wheat and an ore. And I'm then going to discard Gary Granola here to take an action, which is going to be move up the cooking track 2 spaces, 1, 2. That gains me my star, as well as allowing me to now unlock this building. So I need to be 4 spaces on the track, yes. I need to have 4 buildings on the board, yes. I need to have past this symbol, yes. And I need to have a star, yes. Excellent, so we've achieved that. So now I can build my ice cream building, which I do want to do, and I will build it here. And I am going to gain another wheat generation to go to 17, and that cost me the 4 wheat. I still have 1 card in hand, which is Queen Cookie Crumble, which I will play at the cost of all of my gold to get 2 ore generation and 1 gold generation, taking me to 27. And I think I'll automate her. Or do I automate Lola? Lola. It's basically the same earlier in the turn, but sure, let's automate her. Queen Cookie. No, I was actually going to automate Lola. Cost me that diamond. Alright. I didn't get that tile, but that's okay. I did get 2 cities, which is good. I did unlock my bonus card draw. Round 4 is going to be the crunch round. So this flips back over. So we go to scoring. So character board, I now have unlocked this. So let's read what the rulebook says for that ability. And it says, gain 2 victory points for each space advanced on the prosperity tracks with the colour with the least total progress. So we get 2 victory points because we've advanced them up all equally. Yep, alright. We're now going to score our city points, and we are going to score 2 points because we have 2 cities. We're now going to score industry points. We have actually scored 1 industry point, so we'll move up that track, which is nice. We don't have any pass aid tiles. We do not have any skill tiles. We don't have any citizen cards, so we're just going to move straight on to cleanup. And we will now move to round 4. I should really take one of those tiles. That's probably what I should have taken instead of that. That's fine, I'll do it. The space that we want to take, I think it's this one. It's cheaper cards as well as draw an extra card. Now, because of our card situation, we are drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're drawing an extra one from our bonus draw, and we're drawing an extra one from there. That's a lot of actions. I like that. And then we are also going to be paying 3 less for those. We get to move up the track of our choice on the income, the lowest track. I'm going to move up the cooking track 2 spaces, or this one, which lets us move up there 1 space. Awesome. That'll pay off later in the turn, I think. Yep, it should. And now we get income. So 27 bucks is going to come in very handy with my discounted cards. Very handy indeed. 17 wheat is going to come in very handy as well. 12 wood. Oh, we're on for a monster. G'day, Paul. Happy Sunday, mate. Enjoy your DIY. And 15 ore. Okay, this is going to be a good turn. 15 ore. And our citizen deck is here. Alright, now for the moment of truth. Don't steal the good ones. Oh my god, he's taking... Well, the action disc is fine. Don't steal any of my good ones. Okay, can't place out tiles for wheat. And, 2 buildings. No. Alright, we need to place tiles, and we need to put out bridges. And we need to put out cookie rabbits. Let's go, cookie rabbits. Because cookie rabbits are currently scoring me 4 points each. Yeah, mate, this will be right up your alley. This one. You're going to love this one. This is, yeah, very minimal randomness. Very heavy. I know you like Terraforming Mars more than you like Ark Nova. This feels a lot like Terraforming Mars with a very different skin, of course. But yeah, reminds me of Terraforming Mars. You've got the tags, you've got the income tracks, you know, you've got the resource generation. You're building out Mars. Really, really good. In party, you've missed a pretty promising start, but we've got to bring it home now. This is the crunch turn. This is the crunch turn. We're getting lots of cheap stuff this turn, though. Biscuit. Oh, Bisky, you are wonderful. For 12 bucks, Bisky. I'm taking you to the bank. Baron Butterscotch, you're also getting played, I reckon. Chuck Choco, 2 up the green track. Okay, pretty good. Vance Vanilla Bean, 3 wood. Probably going to need wood. Oh, Rita Raspberry Ripple, 2 greenies. Peter Pavlova. A fire in the studio. I really wanted to play Polly, but is that crazy now? Is Polly going to get played? It's build a free building. I need to have played one more tiramisu tag. Do I have another tiramisu tag? Not at the moment. Alright, I don't think Nelly Nectar's getting played, so I'm going to discard Nelly, and it's going to let me draw 2 cards by going to this tile here. There is a Mudcake one. Oh, we get discount on him for Mudcakes that we have, so that's cool. Oh, 2 Mudcakes. I'm not going to play him, he's too expensive. Alright, so we're going to discard that, and we're going to take our action to place out 3 tiles and 3 bridges at a cost of 8 wheat and 8 wood. So the tiles that we're placing, the first one is going to be this one. So we're going to need to flip that, but we will very shortly. And I think we place out a water tile here. That's going to automatically flip to get us 2 money generation. It is cool. And then this one, the last one I think we'll place will be a green one here, which will automatically, do we start moving up the tracks now? The wood generation's probably not going to need to be much higher. So yeah, we'll start moving up a track. We're going to move up that track. And then we've got 3 bridges. So we're going to go 1 bridge here, 2 bridge here, and 3 bridge here. So the reason we're doing that, we get to flip all 3 of these tiles. Flipping this bad boy gets me 5 money. and 7 money generation. So we're going to go to 36 money generation. Very nice. And now we've got a spot to build 3 buildings. We're going to be able to build some pretty solid buildings this turn. I'm going to play Vance Vanilla Bean at a cost of $2. And do we automate Vance? Is that a crazy? We don't have any gems. So no, we're not going to automate Vance. 3 wood and 1 gold generation. The 3 wood is what we needed there. We're now going to discard... Oh, Edgar Eclairs. Too many good cards. I think we're going to discard... Oh, Polly Pavlova? Yeah, I didn't get any tiramisu tags. So we're discarding Polly Pavlova. And we're going to place out 3 buildings now. So we're going to use this one here to place out 3 buildings. Do I have enough wood, actually? I think so. I think so. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to play Bisky Biscuit. Cost me 12 to play Bisky. 1, 2, 3. And he moves me up this track, which means my buildings are now 1 less wood cost. Tremendous. And he places me out a tile. And he also places me out another orange tile. So the orange tile that we're going to place is this one here. That lets us put out a cookie rabbit. The cookie rabbits just go on any building tile. So there's me cookie rabbit. That is going to generate me 2 wood and 2 ore for me cookie rabbit. I really wanted to get that out last turn, but I couldn't manage it. The second tile is an anything tile of our choice. And I think we're going to make it a grey one. And we're going to go here. And we're going to move up the grey track. Or do I go for this bonus tile? I think we'll go for the bonus tile here, like so. Excellent. So that's Bisky Biscuit. She goes into the row of cards. Yeah, and now we're playing the 3 buildings. So the reason I can play the 3 buildings, or the reason I need to do that first, is this tile makes any building that I build 1 cheaper wood cost. So that's very, very powerful. We're going to build 3 buildings here. And these buildings are going to make our 3rd city, which is awesome. So we need to build 3 unique buildings. The first building I'm going to build is my cheese puff house. And I'm going to build that here, or my cheese tent, sorry. So that costs 3 wood, 1, 2, 3. And it costs 3 ore. So I'm just going to spend my 9 ore right now, because I think they're all pretty much 9 ore. And that unlocks a star. The star that we unlock for the second one is you get a bonus tile. So I'm actually going to take this bonus tile, because I'm going to do this building first, to get me 2 diamonds. 2 diamonds. Because I need to take this bonus tile, which is slightly different. Okay, it's good. It's good so far, Deno. You're doing okay, mate. Keep it up. So yeah, that was another 3 wood. 1, 2, 3. And that got me 2 diamonds. So now I'm allowed to do this one, which gets me this bonus tile here. When you gain that bonus tile, you immediately draw a citizen card, Fiona Freeze, and you can now automate a card of your choice for free. And to top that off, you now have a bonus automation for the rest of the game for each of your rows. So I'm just going to immediately... Oh, that's a great card. Am I going to automate there? Yeah, because I can. Do I want that ability? Oh, I really want that ability. Tough game, man. Tough game. Yeah, let's automate Peter Pavlova. No big deal. Peter Pav. And that's done. and that cost me a diamond to do that. So that was from building that building, and I also get the rewards from there, which is going to be a movement up this track, and 5 more gold, and 7 more generation, taking me to 44 money generation. And then the third building that I'm going to build, so I only have 2 wood, so I can afford to build this or this, and yeah, I mean, that's not terrible. My cheese house, this doesn't get me anything beneficial at the moment. So yeah, let's build this. It's an automation trigger. So we're going to move up this yellow track, draw a card, and we get to do this trigger, which is 1 city point, taking me to 5, and another wood generation to there, and that's it. I could have potentially automated a card before doing that in the green row, maybe. Read a raspberry ripple. Do I want to do that before I do that? Yeah, that'll get me 2 more ore, so we'll do that as well. Which only cost me $9. It gets me a wood and an ore. That was my last 2 wood, by the way. A wood and an ore, and a green tile, and then a second green tile, and then we also get 2 more ore. So 2 green tiles. Where are we placing our 2 green tiles? Well, the first one's going to go here to connect the port, and the second one's going to go here to trigger another generation, which gets me another city point and gets me another wood generation for my last turn and another 2 ore. Okay. Whew, this is such a ripping game. Okay, so I've got 14 gold left, so I'm probably only going to be able to play 1 or 2 of these cards. Baron Butterscotch is one of the cards I'm playing. So Baron Butterscotch, I think I'm going to automate him as well. Oh no, I've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can only automate 3 cards. So Baron Butterscotch gains me a wheat and a wood and place a tile, and then we also get to place another tile. So we're placing out 2 tiles. The first tile is going to be this one here, which lets me get another tile, and I'll place this one here, which lets me take a reward card, or reward tile. I'm going to take this one, am I? I think I'm better off with gold at the moment. No, that's too good. So I'll take that one, and I'll explain what that one does in a second because I need to look it up. So that was one of my tiles because I placed it here, which gained me a free one. And the next one of my tiles that I will take is this blue one here to get 5 gold, I think. Yep, 5 gold. So that rewards tile, let's just read it and make sure I am right. 8. Draw 2 citizen cards, then discard 1 from your hand. I'm going to use that right now. Draw 2 citizen cards. Citizen cards are actions, right? So you've got to take them and discard 1. Tessa Toffee is getting me cash money. Ingrid Irish Cream is not super useful. We'll discard Ingrid. Alright, so I've got 3 cities. Now if I can flip these tiles, I can make a 4th city, which would be glorious. Or that's probably my best option here. Actually, I want to go this way now. Got any grey ones? I do. The ice cream lady, Irene Ice Cream. She could be good to automate. I need to build some more roads. Where we're going, we do need roads. If I place out... How much wheat have I got? I've got 10 wheat. So I can place out 2 cookie rabbits. They're not getting me any reward, but they are worth a lot of points at the end of the game. Ooh, that's an automation there. So if I could place out 3 cookie rabbits, oh, that'd be great. So Fiona I can't play yet. But with 4 wheat I can build a building. And that can go there. Captain Crunch. Alright, how much ore have I got? Yeah, I've got 5 ore. Okay, so I'm going to move up the industry track by spending 5 ore. 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And discarding the ice cream chick. That triggers my automation, so that's 2 more ore. 1, 2. And another ore generation, taking me to 18. I need to flip more tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to build 4 bridges. To build 4 bridges, I will need just a tiny bit more wood. Do any of these let me build bridges and get over it? No, Tessa lets me. So Tessa is going to get me, when I play Tessa, she's going to get me, it can cost me 1 gold. So I'm just going to play Tessa for 1 gold. And then she's going to get me for each card of that type that I've played 1 gold. And I've played 6 of those cards. So she's netting me 6 gold from that action, which is awesome. All right, so cookie rabbits would be nice. And I can now play Fiona. So I'm going to play Fiona. She cost me 16. I have precisely 17. So Fiona cost me 4 wheat. I'll spend the 4 wheat to place out a building and a cookie rabbit. So the cookie rabbit doesn't matter where it goes, but the building, it is important. I can build any one of these. I'm going to build this one for free here. That's going to move me up this track again. I'll move up this one. And it's letting me place out, yep, so that's nice. Do I want to place that one or do I want to get 2 more diamonds? Maybe I'll get 2 more diamonds. I know that lets me place out 2 bridges. Yeah, because if I do that, then I will be able to unlock my other level up tile. So that is a green. We'll move up a green track. It's a lot of cardio. Yeah, it's a banging game, but yeah, it is in depth. Let's move up my building track there. All right. So Fiona, we can't automate Fiona just yet. That's okay. So I've got only 1 action left with these 2 cards because I need to keep one of these cards. So we'll keep Captain Crunch. I do have resources here on tap, so I'll take that. 1, 1 and 1. 1, 1 and 1. And then I get a bonus resource, which will be wood. And then you can buy any other resource at a cost of 3 for 1. So I'm going to discard those. That's going to get me the 6 wood that I need to build 3 more bridges. Discarding Edgar Eclairs. The 3 bridges that I build will go 1 here, 1 here. That flips this green tile, which is going to move me up the green track, which gets me a city point. And this one I don't think can unlock any buildings. Ooh, if I went this way, it actually can unlock a building. It can unlock this one. But here will get us, I mean, I don't think I need 2 gold generation at this point. We'll go there. That's going to get us these ones, which is what we're going to need to build the city, I think. The 4th city. Yeah. All right. Good turn. Good turn, I think. So, end of round. Our character board, our least track is only worth 2 points because we've only moved up the grey track twice. So we're getting 2 victory points from that. Our city points, we have 3 unique cities, which is going to score us 3 city points, taking us to 10. Our industry points, we have passed 2 of these on the industry track, so that's worth 2 points, taking us to 3. And we don't have a pass aid tile. We don't have a skill tile that scores us points. These are both flipping over. No citizen cards, so we'll unlock these spaces and we'll move on to the final round. Final round, fight! Excellent, so I'll flip these because this is going to be very annoying. 4 for a cookie rabbit and 6 for bridges. Okay, that's great. Don't be the double cards one. Oh, you took the 2 best ones, you chump. You chump. And she's taken that space. I think the thing we're taking this turn is the place out a tile and place out a bridge. So we will do that now. The tile that we'll place is here. And we will place the bridge here. No, we'll go there. And we'll take a victory point, which will be this one, which will gain us 3 resources of our choice. All right. So let's do the rest of our resource generation now. Sorry, we also move up the grey track 2 spaces. So we'll move up 1, 2. And then we will move up the character board income tracks. All right, so 44 of the best gold. That feels very nice. That's the most gold generation I've ever had. Excellent. Wheat generation is 17. Also feels great. Wood generation, 16. Might not be enough, but we could move up the thingy track. And ore generation is 18. Okay, so lots of resources to play with. Our card draw is 5, plus we have 2 bonus card draws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's good. And we're going to flip this tile immediately to draw 2 and discard 1. Anthony Apricot. Ooh, he lets you move up the thingy track. Joanna Jam. Every one of those cards gets you a victory point at the end of the round. Emma Espresso. I'm going to ditch Emma. Don't tell my girlfriend I did that. Okay. Olive oatcake. Olive is a delight. So I can have 3. Betty Brioche. So the action spaces that are most important. We want to build more buildings. And to do that, I need to build bridges. So I think we want to take our tiles and bridges action. So let's do that. I'm going to keep Anthony Apricot because he's going to get played. I'll keep her. We'll discard Hannah Harmony to take this action. So it's 8 wheat and 8 wood. Wood's been hard to come by this game. And that's going to let us place out 3 tiles and build 3 bridges. So the first tile is going to be here, so that we've connected 1, 2, 3, 4 ports. Now I need to unlock these bridges here, so I don't need to, but 1, 2, because I want to try and get our 4th city. 3. So we're going to flip both of these tiles. And we're going to take orange points. So we're going to go 1, 2 there. Okay. And now I need to flip more of those tiles. So I need to build another 3 bridges, really. Do I have any cards that let me build bridges? I do not. I'm going to build some, or flip our resource generation 1, 1, 2, 3. And we get a bonus resource. I'm going to take wood for now, that may change. We're going to discard one of these cards to go up. Oof, oof. We'll discard Betty Brioche to move up the track 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. So now we can place out 2 more tiles. The first tile I'm going to place is this green one for 2 city points, taking us to 12. And the next one I'm going to place out is another grey one for 2 industry points is probably fine. Is there any freebies I can get? Yeah, I can get a free green here. So I'll go here and place that green there. And that'll get me a green point. I'll move up there. So I need to build more roads. And that's 6 wood. Damn. Wood is awful at the moment. We want to put out cookie rabbits. And I can put out 2 cookie rabbits for 9 wheat. So that's definitely what we'll do. And that will get us lots of points, but it'll also generate one of these, which isn't going to help us too much. Okay. So that's one of my actions. I need to build 3 buildings. That's another one of my actions. I need to build roads. Is there any other way that I can build roads? Because I need to remove this. And no, I don't have any free roads. That's been the hardest part for me, really. 1, 2, that's not helpful. There's no more free roads on the board, so we need to just suck it up, take 2 cards, and build roads. So trash both of these. I'm going to build roads for 6 wood. So to build roads for 6 wood, we can build 3 roads. We'll go 1 here. We will go we'll go 2 here, and we'll go 3 here. So we're going to flip, actually, I don't really need the grey points. I think I'm better off with the green points. So I'll go here, here, and I'll flip that one and score green points, which will be this one, which will let me draw a card. Excellent. I didn't take the 3 resources at the start of the turn. It's 3 wood. Tremendous. Is that all my roads? Yeah, and I flip this one as well, which is orange points. And I'll take this one. So I need some more diamonds, but now we can build buildings. Oh, and now we get a card that lets us do a road. What a doofus. We'll discard Captain Crunch. We're going to build 3 buildings. The 3 buildings that I am going to build is my milk crate. And that one cost me 3 and 3, but it's only 2 and 2. 2 and 3 rather, because I have a wood discount. Actually, before I do this, I'm going to play Anthony Apricot for 16 gold. He's going to let me move up this track once, which means my wood discount is cheaper. I'd really like to automate him, actually. No, that's fine. And it's 2 wheat generation, taking me to 19. Good on you, Anthony. But that means my buildings are now 2 cheaper, so I get 1 wood back for that. What was I building? Yeah, this. So that's going to go here. That's going to move me up this track once. I'm going to build this green building. That's going to cost me 2 wood. 1, 2, and 3 ore. And I'll just spend the next 3 ore in as well. Yep, so that's 2 diamonds. The milk thing doesn't get me any bonus, but it will let me move up the industry track some more. And the third building I'm going to build has to be a unique building. So I've got a milk and a cheese factory. So I guess we're just building a brownie building. Now let's build this cheese tent. 6 wood, which comes down to 4 wood. And we can now move up here. We will move up there, spending a diamond. To get in the top row of these sections, you need to spend a diamond. So we've gained a diamond here. That immediately scores us 7 victory points, taking us to 11 victory points on that one. Cool. That's our 4th city, which is wonderful. Fan of that. Fan of that. That's the only place we can expand out for buildings. So that's fine. We can now move up the milk jug section. So let's do that. I'm going to probably just play Tabitha for 2 diamonds here. So Olive gets 4 wood, lets me build a building, and you get unlimited or wood for each shortcake. We get a lot of that. So she'll be fine. How am I going to place out? 6 wheat to place out tiles. That seems pretty good. 2 greens there. Okay. Maybe we do that first. How many more points am I going to be able to score though by flipping tiles? I can build buildings on these ones actually, and that will get me green points. The buildings are going to be hard, but I've got a 2 wood discount now actually. And I can buy wood. Actually, let's just do this. We'll use olive oat cake. She is going to gain us 1 wood for each strawberry shortcake card we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wood. And then we spend 4 of it to build a building of any type without paying the cost. We will build this on a green space, moving us up this track. And that also does our green automation, which scores us a city point, gets us a wood generation, and it gets us 2 ore. Very nice. I can now build 2 buildings. Oh, this is going to be an awesome. I'm definitely scoring well here, friends. I can automate that at the cost of a diamond. Do I want to do that? Did I pay for my olive oat cake? I'm not sure I did. There we go. I am actually going to trigger that again. So yeah, let's do that. We'll automate her. Automated cards are going to be worth 3 points each. 1 bridge. Tabitha. Alright, so I've got 1 star, 2 star. If I move up this track 1 more space, I get another one of those, which could be my... It could be the gold that I need, but I could just play her because I don't think I need any more diamonds. And I can automate her too. She gives me 1 diamond, and we then automate her. 6 grey tiles gets me a diamond. I've got only 4 grey tiles. Okay, so that's not as good. I mean, it is if I'm going to place out tiles, which I can. 1, 2. Yeah, okay. All right, let's do this. Let's play 10 gold and our diamond to automate her. She's going to go in here and she's going to gain us a diamond and a gold generation. And now I'm going to play this person, pay 6 wheat to place out 3 tiles. So the tiles that I'm going to place out are a grey, which is going to go here. That's going to move us up this track, which is going to gain us a rewards tile. And the rewards tile that I am going to take is what? Probably, I mean, endgame victory points, having 3 complete sets is crazy. I am up that track 9 spaces, so that's 7 points. But I think our best option is actually this one for green points. So we can immediately move up the green track 3 spaces. So we can go 1, 2, 3 to get 3 resources of any type. I guess we'll take wood. Man, we got to choose here. We haven't got enough cards left. You're allowed to spend your last card in the last turn. That was tile placement number 1. Tile placement number 2 is here to do an automation. Gets me a diamond, 2 ore, and a money generation. Ugh. And tile placement number 3. Yes, 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 I'll do this one. We'll go here, automatically flips. We'll take the point by discarding that. I can now place out another tile. I have achieved all my points. 2 industry points isn't terrible. Move up the industry track 1 more space. That doesn't get us anywhere. I don't have anywhere that's going to let me flip. So, I could put an industry tile there. That'll get me a grey point. Yep, we'll do that. We'll go here. Flip, we'll take this grey point there. I have 1 card left, which means I have 1 action. I have a lot of resources, so pretty much I can do any action I want. Probably the one that seems most attractive is the cookie rabbits. The cookie rabbits score me 7 points for each one that is out on the board. That's a lot of points. But I really wanted to build 2 more buildings, because buildings, this building will score every single city point that I have is worth an extra point. And it will move me up this space to score me more city points. And then I can build this, which would let me get another diamond to automate again. Probably not as useful. The 2 cookie rabbits. The 2 cookie rabbits are probably the right call. Yeah, so 2 cookie rabbits at the moment, they're worth 2 points each one out on the board, plus the 7 points that they're worth at the end of the game. So 2 cookie rabbits is 18 points. This is 1, each city point is worth an extra victory point, and at the moment, I'm going to go to 19 city points or more. So maybe that one actually is the better option. building the buildings. Alright, we'll build the buildings. Last action of the game, build the buildings. Discard this Tabitha Truffle, build 2 buildings. The first building is going to be this one. It cost me 4 wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I place it on a green action space. And 3 ore, obviously. I'll just spend me 6 ore. That is going to let us move up a green thing. We'll move to here. We're going to spend a diamond to let us do that. And that's going to score us 2 more city points, going to 15. The last building we build is probably this grey one. This one here only costs us 1 wood. This one costs us 3 wood. That gets us the grey automation as well. And there's no other real benefit to that. Oh man, I wish I could put out more cookie rabbits. That's annoying. What a fun thing to say. I wish I could put out more cookie rabbits. That's a very fun sentence. I'm happy about that sentence. There's no difference between those. The milk one doesn't get us any benefit at all. So yeah, I guess it's probably this one. It's cheaper. We don't have to do any crazy resource conversion to wood. Oh, it's actually no wood. It's a free building. Now we'll place that there. We move up the green track. It doesn't help us. Actually, can we place it on the grey track? That also doesn't help us on the grey track. Put it on the money track. No, the grey track. Actually, the grey track does help us a little bit because that is our lowest scoring track. So that will get us a little further. That's it. We've finished our first live playthrough of Sweetlands. I'm excited to see how we score here. This could be my best score yet. I feel good about this one. Let's grab this out. Oh, I just wanted to place out more cookies. More cookie rabbits. I may have gone a little bit ham there. Anthony Apricot, I may not have needed to play him. And that could have let me take one more action, which could have been place out cookie rabbits. Because I had wood left over. That wood discount may not have been enough. Or may not have been necessary. And that would have put out 2 cookie rabbits. Yeah, that probably was better. Anyway, we'll learn from that. So after the action phase of the 5th round, we pass first. So we're going to take our passing points. And then we're going to go from there. So first thing we do, our character board. We score points. Have I done that wrong? I might have done that wrong. We might have extra points. Gain 2 victory points for each space advance on the progress track. Okay, so I'm going to take an extra 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because of this ability. So the track that I've advanced the least on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and those are worth 2 each, so that's 12 points. So that's going to go to 27. That is from my character board. My city points. I have 4 cities, which gets me a total of 5 city points, taking me to 20 city points. Then my industry points, I've moved past 2 spaces on the track, so I'm going to get 2 industry points, taking me to 5. Well done. And then we get the pass aid tile. We didn't take any pass aid tiles. The skill tokens, I don't have any end game scoring skill tokens, which is cool. And so we move on to the final scoring. Victory points earned during the game. Excellent. So the number of terrain tiles placed on the board at a rate of 1 for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So we get 32 points out of that. That takes us to 59. I may not have placed out a tile here from when I moved up that space. We'll forget about that, because if I didn't do it, it would have been an extra 1 point, maybe a couple of extra points, but that's okay. Cookie rabbits. My cookie rabbits are worth 7 points each, and I got 2 out on the board, so that's 14, taking me to 73. My road tiles, for every 2 road tiles I have, they're worth 1 point. So I have 1, 2, 3, I'll count it from the here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That's 14 points. So that is 87. Then the number of property tokens, those are at a rate of 1 for 2 points. So 1 for 2 points. All of these are property tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 38 points. So 8 takes me to 95. 30 takes me to 125. 125 is good. The number of automated cards. Automated cards are scoring for 3 points a pop. I've got 8. That's 24. I am right, slangers. I'm confident. 29, 49, 149. And then the industry points earned during the game. So I have scored a total of 5 industry points, which takes me to 154. And now I get the victory points from the house and tent tokens that we've completed. So, 2 victory points for every city point earned during the game. I've earned 20 city points, which is mean 40. So that is 194. Come on, Deno. Come on, son. And then here, cookie rabbits are worth an extra 2 points. So we're at 198. And the I've got a diamond too, which I need to put there, which will matter maybe. And then every city point is worth another point at the end of game, so that's 20. Oh, we're at 218. This is my best score. I gain 1 victory point for every 5 gold left unspent, so I have not enough. I have 1 victory point for each diamond, so 219. Then I get victory points from ports. I have connected all 4 ports, so that's 10. So that is 229, and that is it. I need to aim for 270 points. Solo's less. Solo's 250, isn't it? $250 for solo. 229. We came up 11 points, no, 21 points short. So if I didn't play this, and I instead was here, and this was still here, I would have spent 3 extra wood. Would have been fine. I would have actually still had 16 gold. And I could have taken my last action, spending 9 wheat, to put out 2 more cookie rabbits. Cookie rabbits, cookie rabbits. That would have given me another automation here, which doesn't get me any points, so that doesn't matter. But the cookie rabbits are worth an extra 9 points each, which is 18 more points. And that would take me to 247. 247. Oh, plus the 3 points from the gold. 250. I would have scored 250. So I'm gonna chalk that up as a win for Big Deno as 250, because that is my 3rd game of this, and it is a very complicated game, as I'm sure you've all just seen. I was thinking to myself I'd play 2 games of this tonight. Shan't be doing that. The first couple of games I didn't score as well, and so I didn't get anywhere near as many points. It didn't take as long either. It only took me like an hour. Yeah, Mossy and I had a bit of fun painting. She had a nice laugh, making fun of me, the pest. Yeah, got to paint some Grim Coven stuff. So yeah. Cool. So one of the things that you can do, oh, unlucky. One of the things that you can do that I haven't tried is these endgame scoring points tiles. So I took the resource tile, which I think was a good choice early on in the game, maybe. But if I instead had have taken this number of cards played, leaning into the fact that I was playing cards for cheaper, that is worth 12 points. And I reckon I could have scored 12 points every turn for the next 3 turns. That's probably worth more than a couple of resources each round. I'm not sure. This one is your distance up this track is worth points. I was up that track 9, so that would have been 7 points every turn. And this one is your industry points you score points for. I didn't have a lot of industry points that I'd passed, so that's not the approach for me in this game. The other way to do it is if you had buy one of these tiles, every time you place out a building, you get 2 points. Every time you place out a cookie rabbit, you gain 3 points. And every time you trigger an industry reward, you gain 3 points. Industry automation. So the cookie rabbits are so lucrative for points. They're big points. What else do you get on the cookie rabbit token? Oh, look at that. Cookie rabbits are where it's at, man. I've got to get more cookie rabbits. There's so many points. So, there is actually 16 character boards in the game. We've got Biscuit Bastet and Nata Pastel, Senna Delight, Elsa Skia, Carmen Mel, Eline Macaron, Lotus Che, Alice T. Rose, Solby Chocolat. It is an overwhelming looking game. Rickaberry, Sakura Mochi, Gretel Stolen. Every single one of them has unique asymmetric starting powers, unique asymmetric resource generation information. They sometimes have one-use abilities. Oh, that's an interesting ability. Stolen, yeah. She looks German. She's wearing a little hat. So I'm going to play this again tomorrow. I played Biscuit Bastet in my first game, and she was pretty cool. She was all about the industry track. That was nice. Nata Pastel. So what I've learnt, stolen. No, Mossy would be able to tell you. I don't know what stolen is. Mossy would tell us. Yeah, so what I've discovered or learnt is that hang on a second, have I got 3 bunnies? I've got 3 bunnies! I had 3 bunnies out on the board, not 2. I thought I had 2. Oh, that's an extra 9 points. That's 250... 259, probably. Yep. Actually, maybe I did only have 2 bunnies. Maybe I placed out bunnies excitedly before. Oh yeah. Mossy does like bread. We're going to set up for another game, but we won't play tonight. And I'll show you how the setup looks. I'm playing tomorrow night though, so if you enjoyed this, I'll be back tomorrow night playing the same game. And it'll be absolutely glorious because we're going to try and get to the number that it wants us to get to, which is like 270. This flips up. And this little board pops out. And it's pretty good, but it doesn't sit as nicely as I would like it to in its holder, and so I've used a little bit of blue tack just to keep it down because it was annoying me. Alright, let's play. So Center Delight, her rule is that when you place a card, you get an income generation? That's powerful. And she's got one of each tag. That is interesting. Let me make sure I've read that right. Center Delight. You have one of each of the different sweet tags. Each time you play a citizen card, increase your gold income by 1. I do like citizen cards. She doesn't start with a lot of cash though. You need 8 tiles, 4 buildings and 4 cards plus a star. That's pretty easy to achieve. Those sweet tags is pretty fun. Cool, let's play Center Delight. Center Delight. Sky rockets in flight. Boo! Little Center Delight. Whoop! I may have just broken that, but that's okay. It's my game. I can do that if I want. Cool. Alright, so Center is our character that we're using. Very nice. So we have starting resources, which is based on your board. Oh, and different rewards for building the buildings is one of the things that makes the characters different as well. Oh, she does have a wheat generation. I like that. Oh, geez, I'm tempted to play another one. I really enjoyed that. That is a great game. Okay, so that's all our buildings on the board. It's all of our rabbits on the board. It's all of our milk crates. This guy's here. We don't have these. We'll grab out 2 more of those rewards tiles. These all go away. So no industry points, none of those, none of those. This goes here, this goes here, these go here. I will add new ones of these. Alright, so this goes back to 1, these flip. This goes here. All of these tiles go away. So I'd like to go back and retroactively remake my top 10 video and include this, thanks. That's what happens when you make your video too early, Deno. You shot off early, son. No, this is a cracker. I really don't know how to place this as a multiplayer game. There is a lot of downtime, I would imagine, and I really don't like when people take action spaces that I am using. That is aggravating, so don't take me action spaces. You do get extra tiles though. Where would it rank? Where would it rank? Probably somewhere in the vicinity of 5 or 6 maybe for solo at the moment, I think. Yeah, probably. So there's €3 in there at the moment, or 2, Recall and Covenant. What else did I put in there for solo? I didn't put Civolution in solo, but it could have been in there. I think I only had the 2 in there for solo. The others were little card games, mostly. Unstoppable, Anarchy. Yeah, so it probably would have bumped Small Time Heroes out into 11th spot, and then maybe moved up to 6th. Probably. Feels about right. That was my 4th play now. So, yeah. Alright, I'll grab out 2 randomos of these. Ooh, I like that one. Don't like that one. And these tiles. What is that one for? And I'm going to grab a different board because there is actually different boards as well. It is good. It is a very good game. Some stuff that doesn't feel necessary in terms of the production. Like really, we don't need all of this stuff happening. Okay, let's play a different board. So that is a B board there. Ooh, wow, look at the rivers in the middle. Cool, completely different. Two of those. Okay, so we'll definitely use those ones. And then we'll randomise. So, production of 1. Slotting a card does not cost diamonds. That's nice. Move up the milk track. Buildings that are 1 ore cost cheaper. 6 gold. 1 wheat production. 3 resources. -3 card cost. That is a great card to get in this one. Are those 2 the ones we've got? What are these? Ah. Huh. Those endgame scoring points are actually pretty interesting. So that is for every played card. Yeah, right. Okay. For connected ports. So that's done, that's done. That's done. Those are shuffled, the board's ready. We'll just set up our resources and we're good to go. So she starts with only 3 gold, but she does have an income generation in the first turn of 16, so that's fine. She's got 7 wheat, 7 wood, 8 ore, 2 diamonds. Every time you play a card, you gain a money generation. And you have 1 of each ability. So let's just look at some of these. Okay, so that's just basically free wheat. That's placed out a green tile for every one of those. Lose 2 money generation, okay. Every city gets you 3 gold. 3 buildings gets you 3 wood. Great. Okay, so we want to see some, yeah, so that one. It's 1 point at endgame. I'm going to try and play some of these endgame scorings earlier this next game. Because if you can get some of those out, that will just score your points pretty quickly. Yeah, so that one, Morgan Mallows. For every 2 industry points you have, you get a point. That one's not a great example because you're not going to get many points off that early. But it could rack up by the end of the game. Simon Sangria. Yeah, free bridge when you build that guy. Grey tiles from Norman. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night already. This is a fantastic game. I feel very appreciative that I've been able to track down a copy. Looks like I might have tracked down a copy of the last game that was on my hit list for this year, which is a Vital Lacerda game by the name of Speak Easy. Paul's currently doing a video on how to play, which is great. I look forward to watching that video so that I can learn how to play it. The video should be out roughly around the time that I get my copy of the game. So that's just worked out perfectly for the big dog. Excellent. Well, it's been a great day. It's been a great day for me today. Mossy and I did some painting. We had a nice little time. That was awesome fun. I've got to play a couple of games of this. I went and saw my niece and nephews, and I gave them a copy of Dragon Eclipse, fully painted, as their Christmas present. They were pretty excited, the little champions, about getting a fully painted board game from their cool Uncle Trent. Yeah. That's cool. It's a cool present, and I think they're at the right age now that they'll really enjoy that game, so that's fun. Awesome. All right, well, catch you all tomorrow night for another game of BigDenoPlays Sweet Lands. I'll see you all again soon.